Yes, indeed. What a great game to go into. I'm actually super excited about this one. It's going to be Astralis and Fnatic. And we start on train. Astralis on the CT side and Fnatic on the T side. And we do have two smokes and a Molotov as well being picked up there by the Swedish side. It'll be interesting.
It will be interesting. Fast pace towards box halls. Exist Crim's Brolin. Xyp9x is going to hear this and just slowly slide back. We know Xyp9x to be one of the better inner bomb site defenders, which is a huge benefit for Astralis to have on a map like this. Such an important piece of the puzzle on train. My question is just like, which Fnatic do we get? You know, are we gonna get the one from Sydney in those grand finals and that semifinal versus NIP, or are we gonna get, you know, the one that, you know, can also go out in last place and be really disappointed? Magisk finding plenty of intel. He knows Ivy is clear. That means Dupree and Glaive can safely look towards T-mid, towards the ladder room. They have an aggressive defense outside. And 2 players enter for Astralis.
And still saving, holding on to those HE grenades, which, you know, you go for a bomb plant down there. That could definitely be a bit of an issue. Squish the one currently has, he at least has body armor, but one of the players who doesn't is the one planting the bomb, and that's what the grenades are saved for. We'll have to find out, because the smokes are coming in now at 40 seconds. Sibby's waiting for it. They're all on the ramp. They're going to be right on top of it, and that is a pretty decent grenade, softening them up. The flashbangs are follow it up, and they just can't see anything. Sip will take down 2, and now it's a lot of trouble here for Fnatic. 30 seconds, the bomb looking to be planted, and Exist is fighting back. There's the follow-up grenade that Glaive had, and yeah, they are in so much trouble back here. Sip with the 3rd kill of the round, and there's really nothing Exist could do.
There's absolutely nothing he can do. There's not even armor to save, so you go for it. See if you can line things up as the bomb is being defused. You have to do it in the smoke and just get real lucky, and it's not going to happen. Xyp9x with 4 kills. We just mentioned one of the best players at the center bomb site. That is such a cool setup with the HE nade, the flashbang as well. Off the bomb train that just blinds anyone. The perfect counter for the strategy Fnatic ran, trying to push up on sidewalk, and they get stopped cold.
It's also just the fact that they get... Yeah, that's so good.
And nade probably didn't even do a whole lot of damage. It's the flashbang that really did it for him.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely the thing.
It's unfortunate as well if you're Fnatic. As soon as that like happens, like the round is, it's not over, but like your percentage chance to win it just drops, and like you're basically just prioritizing the plan. You're just like, we just have to get the bomb down and just take that extra $800.
Also, make a scout at Ivy, you know, spotting them this early on, that's really annoying, right? Because you sort of feel like you've been read. You're like, okay, we're gonna go B, but they know.
There's no, yeah, and it's really tough on the pistol rounds, especially from the T side. If you don't put anyone at Ivy, you know, initially in the round, it's really hard to take back control of that map. It's really hard to posture like you can go back to Ivy. So good information play from Magisk. Not low risk necessarily, but especially once he realizes no one's there, he's all good.
Oh.
Was that through the smoke?
Or did he jump? I think he's on the right-hand side. I'm curious. This is the map, by the way, Moses, for the wallbang that we were talking about.
The one that really gets you going. That really preheats the oven.
Yeah, this is it's so overlooked.
This is like the top of your kinky wallbang spam fetish. This is number 1.
Yeah. Yeah. When no one's looking, that's, you know, late at night. That's what I go looking for.
Yep. Light some candles. Turn the lights off. The incense. Well, can you walk me through the spam once again? I don't actually remember what it was.
Sort of close to where Sip is standing on that train in B. If you back up a little bit and go, yeah, the spool, right? Exactly where he's standing there. That spool.
Yeah.
Now, if you look over by there's like that golden star over there on the wall.
Right.
You look at that and look a little bit up. You can shoot through that wall, through the wooden window that's out by the like above Pop Dog.
Okay.
And into the ladder room. And you're actually shooting at like a diagonal angle, like right. You know when people make that jump for information when they're on the T side and they jump to see if anyone is under the ladder
room, yeah.
That exact arc that people jump is where you're shooting.
Now, is it an AWP only? Is it some rifles? What are we talking? Oh, here we go. Let's check this.
Okay. Guess he wins.
I mean, JW's done that to plenty of people over the years, so there's a certain like karma value to it.
That is true.
That's spam. Is it AWP only? Is it M4s? Is it AKs? What are we working with here?
You do it with the AWP. You could do it with the auto sniper, but the AWP is fine. And yeah, so yeah, from there, and then sort of a little bit further up from the star, you have to aim a little bit. Yeah, there we go, something like that. And then I mean, the angle's a bit off, but yeah, that's the general idea. Good job on the observing. Now, it does about 58 damage. When you headshot someone, they die outright.
Okay.
So, and then you can easily find the headshot. It's so easy to do. It's going to be huge, I'm telling you.
Everyone take train off your matchmaking list for the next few days. Or just don't go above ladder.
You can't, you don't have a choice to do that. That's the problem.
We'll see. I doubt we see that, but either way, I would really like that, especially after the full-blown explanation. Dupree inside ladder room is a good amount of intel. Magisk over towards Ivy. Still with that scout. Sees the double peek, and that is not a fight he is interested in taking whatsoever. So smoke goes down.
Saying, hey, I got that headshot last time. Ooh, that's a nice wait, but Device will win the fight anyway. That's a good idea for Crims.
That was a good idea for Crims. Unfortunately, that doesn't pan out the way he would like it, especially with the Krieg as well. That's going to be frustrating. Xyp9x now close up. He's got a lot of information, which means Device can cheat back towards the outer bomb site. Especially Device, if he throws this flash, either through the windows or just up the ramp. But they are keeping 2 players dedicated inside.
30 seconds on the clock, and that's a huge problem. Magisk does go down over at Ivy, but Glaive is still down there, so they don't even really have the control to lock this up, and it's going to be twist to fall. Glaive, oh, wow. That's, you know, sometimes you do need a little bit of that luck, I guess. Just taking him down through the smoke. 2 on 3. This is closer than I thought, but that's not the problem. The time is the real issue here. 7 seconds. And JW can't really do anything. Actually, he needs to die, because escaping is not going to be able to work either. Time, oh, that's so cruel. He knew. He waited for the time to run out.
Yeah, he had a chance to kill him before time ran out. He took that sidestep and just let him get all the way up the ladder. That's a really smart play from Xyp9x to cripple JW's economy, stuck at $450. For those of you who might not have been keeping track of the other stream, Big has defeated MIBR in the 3rd map of their series and eliminated the Brazilians from ESL 1 Cologne, which MIBR and ENCE going out this early, I don't think anyone really saw that one coming. MIBR up 12-3 at half as well. That is a massive comeback for Big.
That's the thing that really hurts my soul. It isn't that they lost to Big. I can kind of handle that. With Lucas new on the team, I could deal with that. It's the lead. I don't want to talk about it, Moses. It makes me sad.
That's the team you've picked to win the major. I'll give you one chance. You want to back out?
Never.
Okay. Didn't think so. Device gonna really enjoy this one. And he just doesn't even have to commit to these fights, but he's gonna do it anyways. 4 kills for Device. The pistol's out. He really wanted the ace. Fair play. Crims does shut him down. Eats a couple of nades for his trouble. He's got just his first kill of the game, so at least he's on the board.
I am... like, not for the last 4, 5, I don't know, 4 years or something. Probably 5. I don't think I've ever had a fear that Crims was not going to play well in the game. So, like, that doesn't actually enter my mind. Like, oh, what if Crims is not playing well? Like, no, he is. Like,
he's going to, don't worry.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, he is incredibly, incredibly consistent, even with all the turmoil that Fnatic has been in the rosters over the years. This one has, this has been a pretty stable roster for this Fnatic team, with inconsistent results, but at least a stable roster. So here we go, Brolin gonna come out, there's flames, and he wants nothing to do with the fire. He goes right back in. And an alternate setup for Astralis as well. Halfway down Ivy, you can get a lot of information based off of this, and you can have this timing push. JW's had a real rough start to the game.
Yes, he has, and it might be even worse now. He was ready for that. That's one of those angles you could easily fall asleep at. So heads up play there for JW to keep that open. Nice Molotov, forcing Dupree. Oh no! He was pre-firing it. Crims actually saw that coming. And now Device is going to be dropping the bomb on Exist. I just don't even know what just happened.
Well, Dupree is such a beast, and Device has added 2 kills onto it with the AWP, so everything going according to plan for Astralis. What a way to have a contingency to get out of his tough situation. JW's created an opening. 1 versus 2, he can pick up the bomb, and he's got 50 seconds, but he's actually run by the bomb for the moment. He'll have to return to get that, but still 2 kills to find. Not a whole lot of HP to work with.
Oh, that angle, though. JW, I'm kind of almost shocked he hasn't got shot at the back already. Just coming off at Sip in the connector, and he sees it coming. JW now with a quad kill. This is a 1-on-4 that he's turned into a 1-on-1. Now he's picked up the AWP, and Sip is out there waiting for him. He gets the kill. Oh, God. That is... Well, that's the power of JW, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, and he does some impressive stuff. And even on this map, he's very good. We know him as an AWPer, but with the AK-47 and Ivy, we've seen him have some phenomenal games, and he can be very impactful. This is insane. Molotov comes in. He's ready for it. He had to have dinked him first bullet.
Yeah, it must be something like that. There was a bug that got fixed a long time ago, once.
Okay. Once upon a time.
I believe if you shot someone so that the bullet went through the arm and then it was a headshot, it sort of registered as like a lot more damage than it should have. There was some sort of like weird multiplier issue.
Okay.
But obviously not anymore.
Oh, no aces yet.
Really?
To almost, what, 1/3 of the way through day 2.
Well, Device had a great chance there.
Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, Device had the chance, JW had the chance. I thought if JW had been able to get the bomb, and hang on, this is not going to be live. This is stopped. There is a player from one of the other games who's accidentally joined the wrong server, so we're just going to get things restarted.
Man, is that like some sort of Freudian slip?
Yeah, I think Olaf just forgot he was on phase.
Yeah, and what's back?
Yeah, he was like, maybe that's what it is. He's like, I'm ready. Ready to don the black and gold again. Black and orange. Yeah, it's not gold, it's orange. Either way.
Yeah, I think...
what are your thoughts on Astralis?
I mean, right now they seem to be playing really well. I think it's not like, I mean, yeah, I don't think they're the #1 team in the world anymore, but I think but the way that they've been playing is still like a great team.
Yep.
It's just not the level that they had before. But I mean, I think they're still going to be really impressive. I think people talk about this a lot. When you do reach the level that Astralis reached, or the one that Fnatic reached previous, or MIBR, some of these eras that we've been talking about, it's like when you get to that level, you get like an extra bonus factor on top of it, which is that untouchable factor, and you get like that internal team feeling of like, no matter what we do, we're going to be winning it, and it's just going to work out. And I think that's what Astralis have lost now, and teams know it.
Okay.
And so then they seem beatable. I think that's a huge part of it.
You're talking like the Tiger Woods effect.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay.
Once you've been wounded, it's a bit different. JW, I'm not sure what this is, but I do like it.
I mean, he just made the jump noise just to make a sound cue. He's trying to bait someone into like maybe a pop flash peek. He wants him to get close up with the Zeus. Obviously, did not work out the way he intended. Wasn't a great chance it was going to begin with. Now that the bomb is down, Astralis has no reason to go anywhere near ladder room, so easy mop up for Magisk with 3 kills in the round.
It's JW things, isn't it? Like, we have a term for it.
JW things.
Yeah, it's like what was said by a US senator once of pornography. It's hard to explain, but you'll know when you see it. That's a little bit like what we just saw with JW.
Yeah, that's a really good analogy.
You don't know exactly, but
yeah, it's hard to put it into words, but you'll know.
Yeah, you see, 6 rounds down, and they're all going to Astralis right now. So Fnatic really not having a good time whatsoever on this train map. And that will have to change sooner rather than later here for the Swedes if they want this to turn around. I think they've been a really exciting team, Fnatic. I like the way they're playing. This is their map pick as well, so that you know, that's an issue. Nukes the second map, so that's an even bigger issue.
An even bigger issue. This time, Crims comes on top of Device, who's trying to come through the smoke and get clever. Magisk would love to equalize smoke. Clears, and he had the vision, but he couldn't land the headshot immediately. Twist finds that. Now with 3-on-5 and Glaive, dodges the flashbangs perfectly. He was able to come in and cover this position earlier when they needed it. Twist missed a shot, but Glaive isn't aware. One is already stuck by. That's JW. He's just waiting and biding his time. He's going to have a great backstab because there's so much attention towards the front of this outer yard. Zipnik's with 1. He needs more. He's got a second. The transfer's almost there, but he's made it possible for Dupree.
What an absolutely... Oh my God, Dupree, he finds a free kill on JW. I can't believe that Zip almost just... Again, almost a triple transfer now. The bomb has been picked up, sure, but Crims is on 6 health. There is an HE on Zip. If he just waits... Oh, sorry, on Dupree. If he just waits and throws that grenade right, that's it.
And Dupree knows. Dupree's had his CZ out this whole time. He's had his sidearm ready to go. I mean, Zipnik has called it over, and that's someone you believe when they say someone's lit. Crims hoping for a mistake. It's not going to happen. He's got to force one. Unfortunately, he's got 1 flashbang to do it. He needs to tap this bomb. Gonna get off it. Now he hears the footsteps. Now he at least knows, and oh, Dupree almost turned that corner into his death.
It was so close. I think that actually did like 1 point of damage. And now dupreeh out with the CC. Not gonna take any risks at the moment. He's got even more grenades. That Molotov, I mean, a bunch of them that could do a lot here. Crims has to get that one tap headshot. That's all he can count on at the moment. He's got the angle for it, but he's gonna go down. Stolen by Sip and then by dupreeh. That one free kill on JW. That's gonna be 7 in a row for Astralis.
That's crazy. How often do you see someone like dupreeh just turn, like, just see someone just completely back turn? You have like 3 seconds to pull your gun out. This was great from Zip. Obviously, he realized it as well. 2 kills, and he just says he's so incredibly low. Look, it's what, 50 seconds when he sees him, and he's got till almost 47 to get the shot off. That's a little bit of luck going dupreeh's way, and JW perhaps misreading, or maybe there's a miscomm and where dupreeh might have been. Either way, 7-0.
Device now close here on the B ramp. Do have a smoke for it. He's going to re-peek it anyway to take down Crims. They get a bit of damage in return, but not really enough.
I'm trying, I don't know if I'm thinking way too much into this, but maybe that dupreeh, actually hold the thought, exists. Looks like he wants to get frisky. Maybe a bad idea. The dupreeh play, right? dupreeh is usually defending outside, but he went and picked up the AWP from Device. So maybe JW thought he was going to be like push team mid and flanking through Ivy. Because you look at Tab, right? And you see the players and you're like, oh, this isn't one of the B defenders. This is one of the A guys.
Yeah, that could well be it. Those are some of the situations that I feel like it's, you know, we, especially commentating the game, often end up sort of judging people a little bit too harshly, and it's hard to know what kind of call was made there.
Yeah.
It obviously looked like, you know, JW felt pretty secure in that moment. Well, they've got a 3 versus 4. They've got a little bit of time still on the clock. Not a half-bad grenade. Softening up a couple, and Glaive to follow it up with a spray, taking down Brolin. And now it's actually getting much worse. Oh, a little bit of jumping. Someone's been watching, was that Alu play? Oh, okay. That was close to Glaive getting killed as well.
I want to say 2 things about Glaive's playstyle. 1, I love it. 2, I feel like he is like just like a ratty playstyle, like with throwing the nade through a smoke and then jumping with it so the explosion is distracting.
Yes.
Like that is a very unique way of finding a way to take a fight.
Yeah, he's an interesting player in that sense. You have to give it to him. He's really had an dunked. He's really had an interesting career as well, Glaive. I would say he had...
He's very close to not having a career any longer at one point.
I would say definitely he was close to getting edged out of Danish Counter-Strike. But...
here we are.
Yeah, and I think he's actually, like, this is... There are so many different ways that you could try and improve at the game of Counter-Strike, and I think by far and away the hardest part is the one where you have to try and say, I actually have to somehow improve, like, as a person, or like I have to somehow upgrade my personality so that I can fit into like future teams better or something. That's obviously, I mean, just in anything that's going to be hard to do. I think Glaive successfully did that. So, yeah. Did you know you could sit on the showers? Like you can boost yourself up on the shower handles in that little area.
I think I did know that, but it's one of those useless pieces of knowledge I figured I'd never ever need in a game of Counter-Strike.
It does not have any practical value.
Okay.
But you can.
Nice. 8-0 for Astralis, looking like a very, very strong opponent on Fnatic's map pick. Pistols are out, armor is out. Fnatic have the losing bonus, but they want to wait for full utility. They want the AKs, they want the AWPs. For how incredible of a year Astralis had in 2018, obviously.
Oh no.
That hurts.
Go on.
Well, I want to see how this ends up now. They've all been softened up. I want a cool spray down from Zipnix, who just gets banged out, and Device misses a couple shots. So they're going to at least get a plant. That's quite nice from Fnatic, and I mean, a little bit more luck with these Deagles. They might actually be able to win this.
Yeah, especially because they got JW holding the ladder. They know no one's flanking. He could even go and flank them through C-connected. That's always fun, but he's actually a little bit worried at the moment. Glaive going to find 1 kill, and you said more Deagle shots, and they're getting less. It's the opposite.
Yeah, the opposite of what they needed. I don't know why they've chosen to go that route, making it harder on themselves.
Never really advisable. Now they're going to try and jump down, but they are going to get absolutely stopped by Glaive. There's so many people here. And Glaive will be getting the triple.
What I wanted to say about Astralis, for as good as a year, they established themselves as the #1 team last year. They won virtually everything. They got a Grand Slam. They won IEMs. They won Pro League.
Yes.
This is the one trophy last year they weren't able to snag. ESL 1 Cologne. This is where Na'Vi put a stop to him.
Yeah, that's
took
true.
that trophy.
That is actually true.
And this has been one of the biggest events in the circuit for the past 4 years, since 2015. They haven't won this trophy. It's been majors in the past.
Hello, Jumpy.
Have we done that?
I don't know, we should do it more.
Yeah, we definitely should. I'm all on board that train.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I mean, that would be what a notch on their belt if they could do that. Magisk to take down JW. That actually does feel like a missing trophy in their cabinet, doesn't it?
It should. For any professional Counter-Strike player,
Yeah.
if you don't have ESL 1 Cologne in your trophy, or in your trophy cabinet, you have not won everything there is to win in Counter-Strike.
I agree. Now, JW got taken down to pre. Probably not happy about that. Definitely not happy about the follow-up. So many fun variations now of taking Pop Dog. That could be a whole like clip on its own. The
like a 5-minute compilation of how to take.
Yeah, the evolving metagame. You know, double drops. You know,
that one is particularly nasty that Exist just did, because you can drop down with the flashbang and not get blinded by it. So well played. And as we saw earlier, Dupree very knowledgeable on how to handle most situations in ladder room.
Sip really trusting in the fact that Meg is going to be over there with the Krieg. He's holding upper, so if anything goes wrong, that smoke at 35 seconds.
That's going to start fading. I mean, 20 seconds is when it dissipates, but they might have to blow up through it.
He has a Molotov down there, Sip, though. If they wait for it, and they are right now, that could be devastating.
It's probably why he's backing off, so he has the ability to use the Molotov, because as that smoke clears, he knows the timing. 20 seconds, you just put it down, and that's going to be brutal.
Flashes. Oh, that's the bomb as well. 15 seconds. They try and pick it up, but it's still on the ground at 10 seconds left. Fnatic, they had the 4-on-4, but they get absolutely shot down by the grenade usage here at the end. I mean, they 35 seconds smoke goes down and think, okay, wait, it's fine. You know, it'll still be like 20 seconds, as you said, and then we can go back down. And then the Molotov happens, and Sip even
I think that's the
third
third kill they've gotten after the time has run out as well. Crim's 1300 that he's stuck on. So it's going from bad to worse for Fnatic, who can't even, you know, really get the losing bonus properly in their favor each and every time, which is a struggle. And this is part of what made Astralis so dominant last year, as we all know, is the utility usage. Is you're just getting beat straight up by nades. I mean, the fact that you throw smoke down at 30, 35, 37 seconds, and then the Molotov after that, and you're forced to execute through the Molotov, you just feel so helpless. And part of the danger of it is it's like you want to be cautious and slow and patient across the map enough that you don't get like picked off by Device, who's going to be in a new position every single round essentially. Or you don't want to get picked off by Magisk, who's going to be aggressive. But you also have to be aggressive enough to force those nades out so they can't just have a smoke and Molotov at the inner bomb site with less than, you know, 30 seconds left or 40 seconds left. It's a very fine line.
Yeah, there is a balance to be struck there.
And at this point, Astralis is all so rich that they're going to have Molotovs, and so they have all the utility they could want for the next few rounds, maybe for the rest of the game.
Top fragging, I mean, let's not bring up, the scoreboard for Fnatic is not looking good. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, let's not even talk about it.
Yeah. I wanted to, but I also don't want to be mean. Magisk on a bit of a mission, gonna get 3 kills, and the Brolem will go down. Dude, yeah, that scoreboard is a problem. Do you want to do it, Moses? Do you like these things?
No, I don't like this one. I'll do it anyways, though. JW at 7 kills. I mean, we have a whole overlay they can see these on. Crims has 3, and then Twist, Exist, and Brolin have 2 each. So it's just it's a slaughter just across the board. Fnatic not able to get any kind of production strategically or individually. They had that round. They had that one round earlier in this half that Zipnik stole away from them. 2 kills and the massive damage onto the third. The 1 versus 2 clutch from Dupree. Fnatic really needed to win that.
Magisk going to be set up with a double flashbang. He gets the kill. They walk right in front, and I'm not even sure that was intentional. Maybe he didn't realize there was going to be a third player there. They obviously know that Device is here because there's someone flashed Magisk in. So a 3-on-4 still to set it up, and Device, well, he's going to win this one. Exist. I don't think he knew how far out the smoke he was.
Well, Ivy's closed. If you're Fnatic, I can't imagine calling too many strats to go back towards that part of the map. Crims. Towards box halls, has control of it, but a 2 versus 4. He's got to start hunting now before his teammate meets up. And he's found Xyp9x and lost the battle, and now it's just Brolin, who is hoping to follow up and have an entry into the bomb site, but he might not even have an entry anywhere close to this as Glaive comes up the ladder, although the timing is not with Glaive.
Okay.
Oh, that's a sound Q and a half. Breaks his ankles.
He didn't have to suffer for long.
No, he didn't. Device is very kind.
He's got other problems.
The mercy fragging.
Broken angles. That sounds
Train
like a
is
terrible
Astralis' second worst map this year, and they're up 12-0 on Fnatic.
thing. Yeah. Why are the ESL stats people mocking Fnatic? Is that really necessary? Come on, guys.
Does seem unreasonable.
Well, round number 13 rolling in.
What if you get 16-0'd heading into Nuke against Astralis?
I don't know. You wouldn't be feeling great. JW, who seems to be the only one who's really been doing much of anything now, going to be jumping down with a CC to absolutely destroy Glaive. Steals the M4.
Astralis has had someone aggressive at the upper ramp way more frequently than I seem to remember them doing previously.
Probably because they're winning, right? They're like, it's working.
I feel like I've seen Device up there like maybe 3 or 4 times, and
Yeah.
I've seen Xyp9x up there as well like once or twice. Not even more frequently than just Astralis, just anyone, I guess, in a way. He's sticking around. Which Astralis player was it who was like, the biggest difference that we've noticed this year from last year is our individual level seems to not be at the same point. And they were like, we're just focusing on our individual game at the moment.
I'm not sure.
I saw an interview recently. I can't remember if it was... It felt like it was either Xyp9x or Dupree.
Someone will find that out. Tweet it at OnFireMoses.
It'll probably be neither of those two, which would be funny.
I trust your memory, Moses. I don't know why. Well, there's a smoke set up all the way, I think, to the back of Ivy there to block that one off, but the bomb is making its way towards the B ramp. So this is all just a bit of a fake. The Molotov, again, at 30 seconds. It's just unbearable, isn't it? And Sip is down there with another Molotov even behind that. Oh, God, this is so disgusting. They can't be doing this. They're running right into the fire. These grenades for Astralis are just so next level, and Brolin, he's going to get the kill, and that's not bad at all. They could still win this round. It's possible. Brolin and Twist, now they need some really good headshots, and Twist is going to be picking up that kill on Magus. It is a 2-on-2. It's not done yet. They got the bomb plant down, but they are a little bit low on health, and now just waiting Device here for the flank. Debris coming in from the other side. Device has got a flashbang in. He's going to be setting that one up. The timing. Oh, he actually sees it coming, Twist. That's so smart. He actually knew that was coming. He just didn't really have the health to take that fight, and he was in a bad position, but says something about Twist as a player, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, as soon as you see that flash, and you just spin. It's no indication, no real read until that flashbang comes out, and you're like, oh, well, he's too far away to take advantage of that. He's probably setting it up for someone else, and almost gets that kill. That would have been huge, but just another very close round lost by Fnatic. And yeah, it's these Molotovs, the double Molotovs. That second one forced to run through it. Xyp9x doesn't care even being blind because he's just going to hold the trigger as they come through the flames. And part of it is Fnatic, as I mentioned, needs to find a way to walk that tight rope of being able to force that utility out. Some of the later stages of these rounds, they've been very quiet across the map, and Astralis hasn't felt pressure. They're going to feel it this round, though. Fast pace from Fnatic. Krims is already out. He's down. He was trying to create a foothold. And actually, Dupree, Glaive, they're going to rip it away.
Ooh, JW flanking around and exists with a kill. Losing track of the mission a bit out here, Astralis. And that boost is going to get shot down now. It's Glaive in a 1 versus 3. And deep breath here for Fnatic. Things are looking bad, but you've got this one. Just wait for it, get the bomb plant down, exist flanking around. Yeah, this is good.
It says something about how this game has gone so far, that they're so cautious and so patient and just sitting around. They were so scared to have another one taken away from them. Finally on the board, 14 rounds in.
No 60-0.
No 60-0. 15-1, just as bad.
No, it's not the same. There has to be a difference. Like either you go the whole way, you 16-0, or, you know, it's not enough. We should probably find a way to give some sort of award or something to JW for like, I can't believe he's actually getting, he's pretty much the one carrying them through this game right now. I mean, the fact that they're obviously doing horribly, but he is actually doing a remarkable job.
11 and 13 for JW.
Yeah.
He's had a couple tough rounds as well over towards Ivy. I mean, going back, he got scouted through smoke randomly in the second round.
Well, I mean, if your team is down 13-1, nice. It's about time.
He's won a fair few of those battles at Ivy as well, and in a variety of ways, but now going to get aggressive. Needs more than just the one opening. Molotov down, and that's going to keep him funneled. Oh, that's a great shot from Twist, just holding the angle. But Glaive is still here. Flashbang out as that Molotov starts to disappear. They haven't taken advantage. Oh, that's an ugly smoke. That could be a disaster. If they think that covers everything, Glaive...
I don't think they do. I think they know. I think we check in. He's blocking the wall. JW, that's a nice peek. I think they saw it. Dupree is going to pick up one, but now 3 of them are down at Ivy. As long as they don't fight him one at a time, there should be no problem. They have a Molotov as well. They could just burn him out, and he's down to 1 health. So, yeah, any second now, and they're waiting. They got 30 seconds. Crims will drop him. And now, well, it is on the clutch minister himself. Sip, 20 seconds, and he's creeping around. They're going to pick up the bomb pretty close to him. I'm actually now a little bit scared. JW on the other side. If he misses a shot, that's the bomb that's going to go down. Sip is waiting for it. He could shoot under the train, but he's going to go for it. Now running out. Is he going to be able to catch him? He's waiting for it, and instead of overextending, he's going to see if he can flash his way into this one. He knows that Twist must be down there. Oh, the jump, and that's almost it. He gets the shot on JW. I can't believe he's still alive now. Up on top, hunting him down, and the Molotov burning him away. Sip now in a one-on-one. Down on the bomb, and he's going to tap it and just hold it down. He's gambling on it. He's holding it all the way. Twist, he's going to be so... Oh, God, he's too late. 1 versus 3. Look at that cheeky little smile.
Oh, it just creeps across his face. He's done it again. That is so incredible. And Fnatic just one more, as if they're just like, just please let me get out of this half. I just want to be done with it. And Xyp9x just kicks them while they're down one last time. We're heading to a break. When we come back, we'll have Astralis mopping up this map.
I was dancing on my own when you spilled that ramen coke on my t-shirt. Yeah, your eyes made it difficult to get up, baby. And the next thing I know, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on our baseline. You give me that high pitch feel, baby.
Well, we are back here. It is Astralis and Fnatic, and right now it's 14-1 in favor of Astralis. That was the first half on Train. And I do want to say, because we had to go to a break pretty quickly there, but that last 1v1, that isn't Twist's fault. Like, he looked like he just made a horrible mistake, but what is he supposed to do? Like, if he peeks him too early, then we're just gonna say, oh man, like he should have just, you know, waited a little bit. So like, I don't think that doesn't come down to him, basically.
And it is Xyp9x and clutches, who, I mean, he hasn't had that effect yet. He is still very much the Tiger Woods of Counter-Strike clutching.
Oh.
Great opening from May, just pushing forward. Crims has no chance for a response, but Brolin does. Able to hold position in hell, but the bomb is going down.
One device, look at that. He somehow made his way behind Twist, even shooting a little bit through the smoke, just jumping past. He should be dead, and he actually does a lot of damage to JW there. Still, the bomb is planted. 2-on-3 though, with a little bit of an advantage. Maybe for Fnatic, they still have an HE on Exist, which that could be enough for Glaive right here. The pistols would do it. Dupree, a pretty disgusting shot. And he's just jiggle peeking them out. Can he get this kill? Then that might just be it. They're trying to see if they get the defuse. He actually tagged up both of them. It's another 1 versus 3. Surely this one they can win. They line up for him. He's going to get one. And he's going to follow it up. Unbelievable. 3 kills for Dupree. That's back-to-back 1 versus 3 losses for Fnatic. They're not even looking to win this game either. They're just looking to destroy their souls. Like, what's going on?
It's what I said about the half. Fnatic just went out. Just like they're tapping out. They're doing the best. Losing, you can't lose those you can't lose those 1-on-3s. Or 3-on-1s, I guess, from their perspective, but this is brutal. That stunning first shot up to the top Train is great, and from there, it's just... He's just jiggle-peating and baiting out fights and waiting for one player to tap the bomb so that he has that 1-on-1, and eventually when he does so much damage, there's nothing the Fnatic players can do. You had to have landed a headshot if you wanted a chance, and now Fnatic is faced... You thought that comeback big versus MIBR was...
Oh, yeah, I mean, if that is a good upside. This would be the best comeback of all time.
This is about as
like, literally, I don't think anyone could beat that.
There was one, wasn't there? I think it literally was back in like 2013 or 14 Nuke when like it was 15-0 on both halves. I think that was like the only time I've ever seen.
Yeah, maybe those hold Nuke. I think we could see similar type comebacks now on Vertigo, maybe.
Yeah, probably. We just see there's such less potential to have like an actual 14-1 half. This just doesn't happen as much as it used to.
No, definitely not.
Regardless, Fnatic now, last-ditch effort. Brolin brought low, trying to get creative with the smoke, and Xyp9x doesn't care. And they're just introducing circus shots.
Yeah.
It's like we're watching the Globetrotters of Counter-Strike at the moment. This has just been such a dominant performance, and in a fun and exciting fashion. Astralis planting their flag that they are still an elite team and still able to take this trophy at ESL 1 Cologne, and they're certainly going to take this opening map of the series. JW goes down 16-1. No sweat for Astralis. A little bit of everything.
I can't even believe it. What an absolutely grotesque performance coming out of Astralis. 16-1 and taking down Fnatic.
I'm excited to see what the desk has to say. So we're going to go to a break, and then I want to get those boys up there and talking us through this one.